Good morning, everyone. Deputy Ambassador, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. It's a huge honour to be here with you all to celebrate this incredibly special day in this wonderful theatre. And enormous thanks are due today to World Academy, to Brighton College International, and of course to Brighton College Vietnam for making all of this possible. And I particularly want to thank Ms Thuy and all her team for masterminding this project so brilliantly from the very start, supported by Graham Alton at Brighton College International and of course the headmaster, Mr Matthew Bartlett. It's no easy task to set up a school. I wasn't around when Brighton College UK was set up, but I have seen other schools in the group being set up. But it's even harder when we all have such high expectations, hopes and ambitions for the school. Because we don't exaggerate when we say that we want this school to be the best school in Vietnam, and we want it to be one of the very best schools in Asia. And in 10 years' time, and that'll seem a very long time away for you, in 10 years' time, I hope that when people write about Brighton College Vietnam, they will talk about the prestigious Brighton College Vietnam, the famous Brighton College Vietnam, one of the leading schools in the world. And we're really privileged to be here right at the start of that journey with this official opening. And the success of that journey will depend on everybody here. It will depend upon the continued commitment of World Academy, of Brighton College UK. It's going to depend a lot upon the leadership and ambition of Mr Bartlett. It'll depend upon the ability of every teacher here to challenge and inspire every pupil here. But above all, whether or not we become a great school will depend on the children here. It'll depend upon your sons and daughters and these boys and girls here. And today what I would really like to do, and it's a little bit awkward in this setting, I want to talk to you pupils because you're the people that can make this happen. But I've got some advice for you as you start at your new school. And I know it's very dull listening to people like me speak, but I'm just going to talk about 4 things that I'd like you all to try and remember. So the first one is to be proud of your work. You've just started at a new school and be really proud of what you do. Work hard at your French, your history, your physics, whatever it is, because if you're excited by what you do in the classroom, if you care about what you do in the classroom, you just naturally get better at it. And the more you work at something, the more interesting it becomes. And the easier it actually becomes. So that's the first little piece of advice. The second is, and this is what this school is really keen on you achieving, the second thing is to get involved in things beyond the classroom. The classroom's important, but what really matters is that you develop as human beings outside the classroom. What does that mean? It means singing. It means dancing. It means trying things that you haven't tried before. Some of you may have come from schools where you thought you couldn't play sport very well. Someone led you to believe you couldn't play football or netball or wherever it is. This is a chance to reinvent yourselves. Someone may have told you, maybe your mum told you, that you're tone deaf and you can't sing. Ignore that, sing. You may feel that you can't dance. Try that, everyone can dance. So that's the second piece of advice, just try something new and stick at it. And the other great thing, by the way, and this is advice particularly for the older boys and girls, it's the best way of meeting other people who are not in your class. The third thing is to just be civilised. Treat your teachers, each other and your parents with respect. It should be normal here, and I'd love to see it on my next visit, to say good morning and good afternoon to every teacher you pass. And he's learning their names. Open doors for each other, open doors for adults, and indeed for your parents. And when you see Mr Bartlett, who's the headmaster here, I want you to say, hello sir, good morning sir, how are you sir? And the really important thing is, you are the oldest pupils of Brighton College ever. In 100 years' time, when you come back for dinner, you will be the oldest old Brightonians of Vietnam. That means that everyone here will look up to you from today. So your behaviour will be modelled by the younger little ones who've just left this room. So that's why civility matters. Manners matter. The fourth, and by far the most important, is that you are good and kind towards one another. And here we are in this room, and I know that when you start a new school, what you're interested in is not how good is the French going to be or the football going to be. The single most important thing in a new school is, will the other boys and girls be nice to me? Will they help me find my way around? Will they be there for me when things get difficult? And let me tell you, boys and girls, things will only ever be good for you if you're good to other people. We can only be a kind community and a happy community if every one of you promises to treat everyone here with kindness and respect. And I'd like each of you just to look around you now and to look at the person to your left and to your right and to behind you. And remember that that person is just as important as you are. And whenever you're in this space, randomly seated, always remember that. Never look down on anyone. You're no one's superior, just as you're no one's inferior. But always remember that. If each and every one of you recognises that every other boy and girl is just as important as you are, then this will be a very, very happy school. And that is the single most important thing. So 4 little messages from me. Good luck to you all. It's really fantastic for us to be here. I'm looking forward to coming back many, many times. And I'm really looking forward to the next visit of these very old Brighton College Vietnam pupils, the oldest pupils, to us next summer. Thank you very much.